Hi, I'm Dennis Cometti. Well, I can understand why the players don't like to travel, but it is great to be back in Adelaide. Football back at Adelaide Oval. With me is Matthew Richardson.
What a game we've got today, Dan.
The Crows run on. The batters replaced. The players get set to run through them. Waiting for the siren now. Here we go. It's Port Adelaide versus the Crows. Cleary with the ball. He's got the football now. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Kicked by Kelly. Smith takes it well. Kicks. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Marked by Tumpus. Going for goal number 1. Drifts wide to go through to the behind. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. We'll look for a quick option here. A pinpoint pass is the key. It's in the air. The Power takes the first goal. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Jacobs with the punch is in his possession. The ball spills to Watts. Slams it on the boot. Shot at goal by Gray. Talia is happy with that tackle. He's got him for holding the footy. Clears now. Soccer kick. Passed by McKay. We'll have another ball up. Claimed by Jacobs. Vogt kicks it out of the congestion. Takes it well. Rooted by Hardigan. Takes the mark all by himself. Gets boot to leather. Gathered by Gray. He runs into the goal. The Power and run to their tally. Drake with his first. The ruckman giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Guided down nicely by Jacobs. Pollock puts it on the boot. Need grabs that one. He runs into the goal. He holds his breath. Out on the full. Free kick to Adelaide. Puts boot to ball. Laird has it.
Laird has to stay committed. Then with a little bit of guts and determination, he should make something of his career. Amon gets the upper hand. Amon with the shot. Score for Port Adelaide.
The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Jacobs with the mighty fist. Punishing kick from Cleary. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Gray shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Mead kicks it out on the full.
Out on the full. Free kick to Adelaide. Booted by Talia. Strong mark. Kicked the goal by Mead. A good start to the game for Port Adelaide. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Talia has a lovely kick on him. If he can utilise that in heavy traffic, he will become crucial to his team's finals ambitions.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Jacobs aims for his man on the ground. He has a mighty kick at the footy. And the ball goes over the boundary near the 50. Umpire throws the ball in. Jacobs knocks it down the field. Shanks that one. Rockcliffe prays to the gods of football. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Marks. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Talia, cool under pressure, releases in time. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Laird with the kick. The mark is taken by Hardigan. Kicks it. McKay marks.
McKay may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. He gets it under pressure. Amon lines up. He's kicked it out on the free. He slams that on the boot. Kempis with a bump. Watts with the shot. Watts gets the goal. Port Adelaide out in front over Adelaide.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce is straight up and down. Jacobs with first hands to the ball. Kicked by Crouch. A solid mark from Pinner. Goes towards half forward. Taken by Ryder.
The Power are taking their time and kicking to smart options inside 50, and that's having a real bearing on this match.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Talia is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. There's no contest for that mark. Knight with the kick. The mark will be paid. Pittard wants to play on.
A nice uncontested mark for Watts. He wants to play on. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Puts boot to ball. Pollock was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Perfect timing from Ryder. A short handball. Jacobs sends it out to space. Wines intercepts it. Smith claims it. Gets boot to leather. Sloan grabs that one. A rushed hit. Nice hands.
Port Adelaide have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. The Crows need to stop trying to outmark Port Adelaide and just get a fist into the contest. Mead charges in with the bump. Kelly with handball. He boots it. There's no contest for that mark. Jacobs with the kick. Cheney drops the ball. A clean pick-up. It hits its target. Flurry intercepted that well. Sending it on its way. Hardigan with the mark.
Slams it on the boot. Great mark under pressure. Chips it down towards half forward. Takes that one strongly. Bumps the pigskin. The contest, no match for him. Tumpus takes a shot at goal. Give him a wrap and they'll let you down every time.
Too true, Dennis. That was a simple kick.
We'll go to Richo for the stats.
Adelaide and Port.
And we're back for the second term.
Just keep going. Everybody gets better if they keep at it.
Jacobs got the hit out. Sends the Sharon on its way. Ball goes over the line and out of play. The ball is returned to play. Guided by Jacobs. Going for goal number 1. The ball knocked up. Going for goal number 1. Chalk up a goal for the Power.
Kempis has been a solid contributor for this team. His coach will know what to expect from him week to week, which really helps when structuring the team.
Watt making his way in. Let's hope he's compensated for the wind. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Talia is a freak at understanding and anticipating his opponent's actions. Puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark. Jacobs puts his boot on it. He grabs it.
A stab kick from Crouch. Marked by Gibson. 45 metres out. Gibson takes aim for goals. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. The first goal for Gibson. A much-needed goal for Adelaide. Jacobs punches. Cleary gets it on the bounce. Rockliff sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Great mark under pressure. Tumpus, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. The kick spins off in the wrong direction. Talia puts it on the boot. So well timed.
The Crows just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50.
I would have expected him to nail that.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, Adelaide might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. He marks the ball. Bo picks it up. A shocker of a kick.
Motlop has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. That's a very well executed goal. That's his first. And they stretch out their lead. Good bounce. Jacobs thumps it forward. Boat kicks it. He has space for an easy mark. Mead going for number 1. He had perfect control of the ball right up until the minute he kicked it.
Let's play on.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. He plays it to himself. Laird takes advantage. Nice work from McGovern. Choose to kick it. The loose ball scooped up. Not what he intended with that kick. No contest for that now. Gray decides to play on. Heyman picks it up. He gives the ball a mighty roost. Strong mark. A chance to add one more to his tally. Chalk up a goal for the Power. This one gives them an even bigger lead. Port Adelaide have scored the last 2 goals. Port Adelaide in front. A dead straight bounce.
Jacobs has such great hands. He always gives his team first touch, and he seems to always know who's in the best position to receive those clever touches. It's on its way. He could not have kicked that any better.
Umpire has the ball ready for the centre bounce. Tapped by Jacobs. Vogt feeds it wide. Need marks on the run. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision was generally less disastrous than indecision. Hartigan with the mighty fist gets the loose ball. He gets his hands on the footy. A lot of possessions for him.
Ryder has just got a strong pair of hands when it comes to marking. He plays on. Rockcliffe kicks it. Watts heading for goal. Hit the post. That's a behind.
It's not the score he was looking for. Talia launches it. An easy interception for Wines. The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Adelaide sending out Jacobs. Marked by Blair.
When you look at the set shots at goal, there just aren't enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to mark. Look, the Crows forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Let's hope the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 15 metres out. Tumpus chips it to the pocket. Miss for behind. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Marked by Hartigan. Sends it on its way. Wins the hard ball. Here's a long kick. McGovern presents and takes the mark.
Look, the Crows haven't been able to set up many shots at goal, but I'm not sure that's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way. Ryder picks it up. Watts has the football. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Brown with the kick. He takes the contested mark.
Crouch kicks. Knight gets the tap. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. Dropped by Gray. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Rydick starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, it depends on the side. All of a sudden, the ball has become a hot potato, quickly disposed of by Talia. There's been a lot to enjoy in the second quarter. The scores are the Power 63, Adelaide 6. A nice long half-time break, and we're ready for another half of footy.
If you have everything under control, you're not moving fast enough.
Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Jacobs outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Ebert a good crummer. Ebert feeds it wide. Strong mark by Mead. He decides to play on. Wow, what a hit. Reminiscent of young, lethal Lee Matthews. The hindposts should be cowering in fear. Port Adelaide have scored the last 3 goals. Port Adelaide leads by 63. Jacobs nicely outclassing Ryder. Crouch bumped. The spilled ball is collected. Wines again, Richard.
Yes, super work from him in this match, Dennis.
He just can't get out of the action.
Amon needs to practice his goal-kicking routine. It helps the player handle any situation in the game. If he does that more often, then he might enter the league of the elite goal kickers.
Taken by Gibbs. 45 metres out. Almost in bad from this position, you would think. Nice goal from Gibbs. That's his first.
Gibbs can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Mead appears to think if you turn the ball over, you'll find instructions on the other side. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Talia can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Amon lining up with the goals. He plays on. He boots it. Jeez, poor kicking.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Talia is a pretty decent kick of the footy, but you can always be better. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Rockcliffe with a terrible kick. Oh, he's put it out of bounds on the full. He slams that on the boot. That's a mark. Prunkus shoots for goal.
It's not the score he was looking for. Talia directing the play, sends it outside the 50. A low stabbing kick. Nice mark there. Jams it on the boot now. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Need takes the mark uncontested. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine which you have to think about. With a kicking technique that's a bit like a suitcase in which we're trying to pack too many things into. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Ebert sticks out his hands and collects the ball. It goes through for a behind. It's not the score he was looking for.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, the Crows might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Sloan is bumped off the ball. McKay onto the ball. He takes the contested mark.
Picked by Cardlet. Great mark under pressure. Cheney gets the kick off before he's poleaxed by Boak. McKay with the torpedo. Pittard has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. McGovern collects. He runs into the goal. It's in the air. He's missed the goal. They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. Disappointing kick there. Sends the Sherrin on its way. Burne-Jones marks it.
Port Adelaide are gaining a lot of the advantage through some smart kicks and even better marks inside their forward 50. Ryder can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Pittard boots it. McKay with good strong hands. He decides to play it on. He kicks the ball.
Wines guides it. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Going for goal number 1. I don't know if you can see it from back there, but it's a goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Adelaide players with massive smiles on their faces now. They needed that. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Jacobs hardly provided a challenge. Sends it on its way. Good mark by Ebert. Works it across the ground. Hartigan wins the marking contest.
Hartigan is not the biggest threat on the field, but he can make his opponent accountable, and he requires a watchful eye at times. Gibson gets it off the ground. Boy, do they need to score. That's a goal.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre backs. Rydek with the mighty fist. He gets a kick out of the pack. Tapped by Cleary. McKay starts in, his shadow beside him. Where else would it be? Well, depends on the side. You heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. Disappointing kick there. Sends the Sherrin on its way. That's 3 in a row for the Crows. Well, it helps with pride, but it doesn't do much as far as the scoreboard's concerned. Here's a mighty kick at the footy. Marks.
Adelaide just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Huge leap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg.
Port Adelaide are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. Rockcliffe slams the ball to his boot. He claims the ball. Gray kicks it. A nice contested mark.
Boak sends the ball on its way. Marks. Hartigan choosing to play on. Great grab. Crouch opts to play on. Gibbs with the mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. You can see that happening right after it left his boot. That won't help. They need a goal. Let's take a 1 quarter to play.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Tapped by Ryder. Rockcliffe has the ball. Marked by Mocklock. Chip kick along the wing. Strong mark by Bowman. Choose to kick it. Rock wins the marking contest. 45 metres out. Jams it on the boot now. Takes it well. Opportunity now for Mead. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't slot this one through. Mead takes a shot at goal. The power for nailing the coffin shut. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Hit by Ryder. With the ball now. McKay kicks from the pack. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Gibson kicks it behind. Well, they've got a point, but it won't be enough to get them back into this. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
The Crows just aren't running for each other and creating any space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many shots inside 50. Sloan with a bump. Mead puts his boot on it. Watts just the better man in that contest.
Watt kicks for goal. Miss for behind. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Great mark. Crouch picks up the bouncing ball. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Gibson plays it on. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Approaching the goals now. He's missed the lot. Out on the full. Poor effort by Jacobs. Bumps the pigskin. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Pittard kicks it forward. Knight going through his routine. Unfortunately, they mowed the grass very short. Tactically this week. Burne-Jones taps. He gathers the loose ball. Gibbs has the chance to run one more to his tail. Disappointing kick there. Gibson having no trouble taking that one. He plays on now. Cleary gets his man holding the ball. He'll get the free. All of a sudden, the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Cleary. Walker won't hit the intended target. He kicked that one like my wife would. The ball has gone over the boundary line on the full. Pittard keeps that one low. Nice mark there. This game is slowly slipping out of their grasp. They must convert here. And look at the bounce.
Ryder, he's just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. He slams that on the boot. Knight gets the mark without contest. He chooses to play it on.
Gibson with no time to delay with that kick. Burne-Jones lobs the pass, stabs the ball. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Cleary has it. Bumps the pigskin. Rockcliffe takes an uncontested mark. Stabs the ball. The mark missed by Mocklock. That play is as high-tech as it can from. A solid mark from Atkins. Ebert intercepts it. Kicks. Takes that one strongly.
Brown needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. You can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Gets a handball to the running man. Amon gets the upper hand.
Gets boot to leather. Great mark. He chooses to play on. Choose to kick it. A great effort. Bumps the pigskin. Wins the hardball. Chips it down towards half forward. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. 35 metres out. Going for goal number 3. Holman goes forward. It's true. 3 goals so far. Well done. If this game were being played on water, the Power would be walking on it. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Rydek decisively. He controls the bouncing ball. He chooses to play on. Crouched with a kick as he gets pulled down by Wines. The spilled ball is collected. Kicks. Nice hands. He gets a kick out of the pack. Cleanly picked up. Gibson lets fly with a shot at goal. Goes wide for a behind. That was a waste. They won't get on top kicking like that. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Hands like dinner plates. Gets boot to high. Nice contested mark by Knight. That'll be brought up by the coach in training. Out on the full.